out. Talk it out, show. Talk it out, show. Talk it out. Talk it out.
Yeah, talk it out, trying to figure out the facts. We over here doing everything with the rap.
Hello and welcome to the Talkitoutshow with Lydia and Joanne, and we are here to speak to you about what's going on with Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to start doing these videos right after I watch the show. So this
What day does it come on?
it comes on Sunday, so Monday.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
we're gonna have to meet up Monday at least to do that, even if it's a car video. Okay, did y'all hear that? Making sure y'all hear that.
Okay.
Anyway, so they went to New Orleans because Drew has invited the girls to New Orleans on a trip. So she invited everybody to come. And I don't know. They keep showing Fallon, but Fallon just don't seem to be around as much. So I kind of keep forgetting about Fallon. Like, I don't even know what Fallon looks like. That's just how much I keep forgetting about Fallon. You know, so it's like, you know, we had Tanya disappeared. Fallon comes in and out. So I don't know what that's about. And hey, it is what it is. But we have Portia, Kenya, Candy, Cynthia, Latoya, and Drew. They're all, and Marlo. They're always together. So they always do stuff like that. Don't know why Marlo ain't getting no peach, and I guess she's just not worthy of a peach. And neither is what's that one person? Tanya was never worthy of a peach. So I don't know why they don't get peaches. But you know, since Tanya disappeared, there's just no peach coming for her anyway. But Marlo, I believe, should get a peach. I don't know. But it is what it is. She ain't got no peach, so maybe they just don't want to pay her the high dollar bills, which I don't understand. They're paying everybody else high dollar bills, but hey. So they go to New Orleans, and, you know, they're all trying to live it up. Candy's not there yet because Candy's doing a movie, so she's on the shoot, you know, doing her thing. She's going to come up later. And they're all on the bus, kicking it, having a good time, and everybody seems cool. And, you know, what's her name? Kenya puts that sly reminder. Drew gave an invitation for everybody to bring the kids, but I see everybody didn't bring the kid. But they were so mad when I brought my kid. And I like Portia because Portia was like, yes, the invitation was sent to me that I could bring my daughter. And that's all I wanted was the invitation to bring my daughter. I didn't say I was going to bring my daughter. It's going to be a girls trip. So I ain't bringing my, girl trip. And I was like, yeah, I feel you. You just want that opportunity because you've been told so many years that you cannot bring your child. And then all of a sudden, Kenya's bringing a child. Because, you know, Kenya always feels like she needs this big, broad attention more than everybody else, which doesn't make any sense. And so they get to New Orleans, get off the bus. She's waiting for the nanny. The nanny's not there yet. So they're getting off the bus, having a good time, whatever.
How old is Kenya's daughter?
Probably 2.
Oh, it's a new baby.
Yeah. So she could be 3. I don't know. I have to think about when she has a baby. Yeah.
Okay.
So the band is there when the New Orleans, and they eating po' boys, just already in the spirit, and they were like, "Oh, this is already better than Latoya and Kenya's trip," So this is cool. And so Drew plays a game saying you gotta twerk to get your room, get the second best room, because she gave the first best room to Cynthia because she was supposed to sing, but she got hoarse and couldn't sing, so she gave her the first best room or whatever. So Kenya was like, I don't want to play this game, so give me my room key. And what made me mad is because that game has been played throughout the Housewives of Atlanta. Oh, wow. Like they all, after a certain time, because they got tired of Candy always getting the best room, that they have started playing this game where you do things that people have jumped in the pool. Portia jumped in the pool to get her a good room. They did all these things, and now.
So is these like somebody does this trip? Like they, as a group out of the group, they plan these trips or whatever, and so then they know
quality of the rooms that they're getting?
Well, they talk to the people and they, you know, talk, you know, because
I
you
mean,
know, there's like 5 or 6 of them. They don't have probably 5 or 6 major suites and maybe open at the same time. They might have them, but not open at the same time. So anyway, Kenya wanted to be a poor sport about it, so she gave her the smallest room. Because you realize that Kenya was like, well, she was just, I thought me and Drew were going to, you know, start over and have a good time and all that. And then she gave me the smallest room. Because you were being an asshole.
Yeah, you didn't want to
like, you were being a jerk. I don't understand what the problem is. This is the game that's been played. She's playing it, and you're giving her a room. I mean, and while she's trying to play and have good, just give her, I've asked for the room key at least 4 times. Give me the room key. And I was like, this is why I can't stand Kenya. Because it's always got to be about her. And if it's not about her, then all of a sudden it's not, I'm not going to participate.
Right.
Now, if I do it, it's okay. But if you do it, no, it's not okay. Because I really don't like you, Drew. Okay, Cynthia could do the game and I'll do it. Candy could do the game and I'll do it. I mean, anybody but you, Drew, do the game. And I'm just not going to do it. And I thought that was stupid. And mind you, she was very mean to Marlo and gave Marlo those smallest room because she didn't like Marlo. And like I said, I don't have to like you. I don't need to be petty either.
Right. Exactly.
I don't need to be petty. I'll be like, you guys got to fight over who ain't going to get the smallest room. That would have been my thing. Like, you know, I'm not going to just, I'm not giving you the better room because I don't like you. That's pettiness. But I realized watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I've been watching it for a while, that I realized that they're all like really petty, vindictive girls. Like, I'm not understanding. There's a lot of people I don't like, and I just don't find myself being that petty or vindictive to be, I'm going to purposely give you the smallest room. Now, Drew giving you the smallest room is because you were being a buddy.
Yeah.
Now, if you would have just said
because it's like, this is my thing. If you're going to sit there and go, okay, and you're not going to participate in the game that we've played this whole entire time, then of course you just need to get the small room so we can move on and everybody else can do what they need to do to get what room they get.
Exactly.
So that made sense to me to give her that one. If you want to keep on going, just get out here, and you don't want to have nothing to do with it, then go ahead. And
why would I take from the other girls who are participating?
Exactly.
And because you have a child, you think you're going to get special treatment? No. So Kenya ended up buying her bigger room. Like, we care.
Right.
You know, for some reason, Drew was like, well, I wish you would tell me, I'll just give you the room number. That's fine. Because like I said, you know, I don't need to invite you. Because right now, I think what it was is she was just mad that Drew was outdoing her.
Probably.
her trip. Like, quick. All we did was get on the boat, on the plane to this bus to here. We done got fed. And we got a marching band, and now we get in the room. And Drew's participating. And even when Drew had like to do her radio interview that her and Cynthia went to, she made sure they already had a trip planned so they can have a good dance time. And it was this dance, I never heard of it, and I can't think of it, like a Valkyrie or I don't know the name of the dance. But they did the dance, but the lady put like that dance mixed with twerk, but they didn't call it twerk, it's called shake, and put that in. And the girls had a really good time doing that. Candy seemed like she didn't because she can't dance, you know. But I'm like, it's for fun. Nobody's analyzing how well you dance. We know you can't dance. We've seen this for years. We've seen you on the skate. We've seen you here. We know you can't dance. Let's have fun and shake what you don't have. Try to learn how to shake the booty. I woke up this morning trying to shake mine. I was like, I want to be able to do left cheek, right cheek, and then drop it like it's hot. But, you know, the left cheek do whatever it wants and the right cheek does whatever it wants. But then I said, I'm going to call it the clapping head booty. So I learned to clap my booty. You know, so you just got to get into it and have a good time.
Just make a good time.
And I just think sometimes we just put too much. And it's not like, Candy is an example of how we all put too much thought into what we do because we too busy caring what somebody thinks about it. And we have to stop. And I know it's harder for Candy or celebrities to do that because they're so watched. They're watched. As I'm talking about them now, you know what I mean? So they're watched.
They're watched.
You know. So that's what that was. Then LaToya is not drinking on the trip. Drew knows why. And Drew don't really care that she's not drinking, but Drew wants LaToya to tell everybody that why she's not drinking. LaToya doesn't want to tell everybody why she's not drinking. So Drew called her out, and then LaToya got up and left, and Kenya went with her because it's like she's being a bully. Now Drew's a bully. Kenya's not a bully, but Drew's a bully. No, Kenya, you're the bully. And yes, you can probably call out Drew as a bully because you bully all the time.
No, I mean, I would.
Well, she was going on some spiritual journey for 30 days. But that was between LaToya, Drew, and the dude, Drew's assistant. So that's where that went. So it was like, what?
They were ones people were supposed to know.
Pretty much, and Drew was calling it out. Like I said, and it was like really wide. Like really wide. So LaToya starts hitting the table saying, I don't want to, bitch. I don't want to, bitch. And Portia's like, are you calling Drew, bitch? Because, like, you're on her trip. Like, she paid for you. But LaToya doesn't have any home training. No, she doesn't. And you learned that on the last season when she was at Fallon's house for the Halloween party that...
She's the one dressed like the Indian?
Huh?
Was she the one dressed?
No, Kenya was.
Oh, okay.
But LaToya... disrespected Fallon really bad on that one and in her house about her man, and that's her man's house, and it's just she didn't care, and so LaToya doesn't. What cracks me is LaToya doesn't have any home training, and she feels like she could say whatever she wants, do whatever she wants, but if somebody does it to her, they're wrong. But you dish it, but you can't take it, and I think LaToya needs to learn.
A lot of people are.
Yeah. But LaToya needs to learn to shut the hell up and be respectful. You want somebody to respect you, you need to learn to respect others and respect people in their space in their home. So when Drew did it, I was like, I really didn't care. Like, it wasn't like a big thing, but it's like when I listened to all the other people talk about Housewives of Atlanta, they made it seem like, you know, how dare she, this wasn't, but why do you even care? LaToya doesn't have any home training, she doesn't care, and we're supposed to accept it when LaToya does it. But Drew's calling out saying, stop acting like you fake and phony, this is what it is, blase, blase, and Drew was wrong. And I'm like, well, if you don't like it, don't dish it.
Right.
And I'm not saying you should be tick for tack either, but I don't care. Like, if you always the one starting drama, you know, creating this, disrespecting people in their homes, talking about people constantly, and you gotta understand, LaToya always gets on Drew. Like, LaToya is always on Drew. Always on Drew. So Drew finally gets something. Yeah, she gonna finally use it. Because this is a petty household.
Right,
I mean, you can call Real Housewives, real Petty Housewives, Petty Real Housewives, Atlanta. Petty Real Housewives, Atlanta. Because they're petty. And, I mean, as I watch the other Housewives, it is that way. I'm telling you, I am having the hardest time watching the other Housewives. But anyway, it is just hard, you guys. I know what I'm going through. But I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. It really wasn't much to talk about. It really wasn't anything thrilling. Those were the little exciting highlights. And I really didn't think there was exciting highlights of it. The only reason I'm really talking about it is because the other YouTubers were talking about it. And I was like, well, let me get my 2 cents in it. And I had to watch Housewives of Atlanta twice. Because the first time I was so bored. That one episode I was like this. Oh, yeah. And Portia talked to Marlo. About the way she was in her friendship. And Marlo, for some reason, has in her head, I'm going to say this real quick, in her head that Portia doesn't want Marlo and Kenya to be friends. And that's not the case. Portia's is like, it's weird how you guys became friends when it became over this Bolo situation. And then it's real, you act a little shady and shysty towards me. And I've been your friend regardless of anything. And Marlo tried to make a point where when you and Kenya were friends, I had to get over it. But Portia was like, over and over saying, I don't care that you and Kenya are friends. I'm just saying don't act shady with me. We've been here. You ain't called. You ain't did anything. What you would have normally done, you ain't done now that you friends with Kenya. That's what I'm saying. And I get what you say. And Marlo, you being shady. You being a little shysty. And it's, you know, you act a little funny. And you need to fix that. Hopefully you do. If you don't,
Mm-hmm.
oh well, I don't trust you right now, Marlo.
Mm-hmm.
And Marlo, you were my girl. And right now, it seems like now Nene left. You are not who you really are.
As you're watching the show, you can see the changes and you can see how the way you felt about the people changed.
Yeah.
Throughout watching this show.
It is what it is. And
you learn about people, you guys.
I learned that Nene was the one that had Marlo more grounded. Because Marlo is a mess. And that's it. We'll see you next week on the Talk It Out Show.
Talk it out, show, talk it out.